Left to right. It's right.
This is right, left to right.
All right, let's do it. And we are back.
Hold on.
All right. Today, first of all, welcome. I'm Solo. He's Rando. This is the Soul Random Reaction. This is Soul Random Music Channel. This is a segment where we do reactions.
Yes.
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 All right. Well, we're back, man. Ain't y'all happy to see us? And today, we got for you another Ren banger. This is Ren self-checkout.
That's what we're calling it.
And for those of you wondering why they saying it like that, we don't want to mess with YouTube, man. We don't want to mess with the YouTube rules and stuff. We don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? So the title's up here. Well, not up here. Technically up here.
It's on the screen.
Yeah, right there. Right there. But we're gonna call it self-checkout.
Yes.
Yeah. Without further ado, man, let's get into this song.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret.
Bro, the instrument was hitting me when it started. I was fire.
Yo, the pig character shows up again. I think he's.
Someone said it in the comments, like this character like has its own story. Like he comes in and out.
I like this is so melodic.
This is way different from the other videos we watch. It's very melodic.
Yeah, the visuals here like it's kind of animated.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing. More animated, but it's
the grayish tones, the darks, the deep pigmentation in the skin, showing that this is rough. This is a hard time.
Yes. Yo.
You want to run it back on the way?
Run it back.
Yeah.
I was so lost in the melody of the song. It beautifully captured my ear, and I was not expecting it.
Through the cracks of the night sky.
I love how everything is kind of spinning, you know?
Yeah.
Like a downward spiral. Everything is out of control. You know what I'm saying? The themes of things going around, like circular, spiraling, you know what I'm saying? A downward spiral.
I'm saying that this is actually footage, and they actually cause it to be.
Yeah, they might have put like a type of
cartoonish
overlay of yeah, they kind of did something to it that changed it.
Yes, but it's actually telling a sad story, and we haven't even got to the whole song, so
let's go.
Let's let it unravel for a moment.
A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
Damn, he's using like lines
from
other songs to introduce to this song, and those lines
they're all connected.
Yeah.
Yo, but this song should be in a placement. I could see this in a beginning of a movie.
Yeah, come on.
Maybe based
oh
on
my God.
Like even a horror show. Like something happens, the song plays, and then the next scene, someone's off. Supernatural could have took this song.
It could. It's wow. It's beautiful.
Yes. Who would have thought of? Wow, it is very beautiful for such a sad song. Very dark song, but it's the way he's saying it. It has like a groove.
It encapsulates the feeling of things going out of control, and you know what I'm saying. And life sucking. You know what I'm saying. Life sucks sometimes, and it's okay. And I think so much of society is love to hide it. So much of society is predicated on how well you can hide your sadness, your unhappiness, and you hide it. You fake it until you make it, right? You hide everything, including your pain and your sorrows. Sometimes it's okay that life sucks.
It sucks that we have to do that, fake it till you make it, which is a thing that most people, if you in the line of work that we're doing,
but they don't mean it in that way. But when you end up doing that, you end up, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, faking your happiness. You know, your level of how happy you are.
But you still have to fake it. Sometimes you gotta fake a smile to walk the next day, or to keep going. It's but after a while, it becomes meaningless. You know what I mean? It's a sad subject to tackle at this moment.
It's okay to be aware that you're unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you must be optimistic and look forward to being happy again. You know what I'm saying? It's just inevitable. As you live, there are going to be times where you're happy and times that where you're not. And things are going to be in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So don't take for granted your moments, because no feeling lasts forever without, and it all fluctuates.
I think every feeling is valid.
Yeah.
They have a reason. Sadness, happiness.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. It's okay.
Most of life is learning how to navigate in between states. We're not always happy. So one day he might be something on his mind and he's not happy, and I am. But when I see him, I want to meet him with excitement. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm happy right now. I want to meet him with excitement. And maybe he's not. Maybe the excitement is too much for him right now because he's not in a place where he can receive that. And maybe we meet a day where we're both excited about things, and we have an amazing, productive day. And we're in a day where I am not excited about things, and I'm unhappy for some reason. And he meets me with excitement, and I can't handle that. So now he has to work his way around that. You know what I'm saying? It's life.
It's okay to fail.
It's part of the human condition. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on a rant.
It's okay to be sad. It's okay.
You will have good days. You will. All right? And trying to balance that and make sure that your days are more good than bad, that's life. And there are things that you can do that are in your control. So make sure you're doing those things. And the things that are not in your control, they're not. They're just not, and they're probably never going to be. No matter how much money you throw at it.
Sometimes you have to be sad to be happy. Which means, it doesn't necessarily mean like you might have to sacrifice a couple of meals or something.
Literally, there's two different types of people. There are people that takes the pain as motivation, and each time they fall, they seek to learn from why they fall, so they don't fall again in the same way, and they'll fall in another way. And you keep doing that, keep fucking up over and over until you learn. You'll fuck up in so many different ways until you learn how to not fuck up in all the old ways, and you find new ways to fuck up. And then you go through those, and that way you'll stumble yourself into success. And that's life. God damn it. I'm telling you.
From every mistake.
Learn.
Every pitfall.
It's gonna be shitty. You want to be financially free. That's your goal.
That's your goal.
It's gonna be rough, buddy.
Learn to not care if you fail.
Grow thick skin.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Or you're just, you'll pop off everywhere. I didn't mean to go on a tangent on a rant, and I don't know if I'm going to keep all this. I don't want to, bore people, but yeah this is it.
Take
for
risks.
me. It's making me feel things.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh I, oh I, oh I, falling through the cracks of the night sky. I light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh I, oh I, oh I, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
There's a lot of us, and this is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not me saying there's something that is crazy. There's a lot of us that thoughts of self-checkout goes through our brains. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's no fun. I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm just saying seriously. It weaves in and out. And there are people that it never does.
Well, that you know of. Because not everyone's going to tell you if they
Well, yeah,
thought.
true.
You
You
gotta
factor that
understand,
in.
There's people that thought of it and won't say, and then there's people who did thought of and would say that they have thought of it. It just depends on you and yourself to figure out that life is tough, and it's always okay to fail. Sometimes what happens is you gravitate to things to help you explain your pain, and some people in this case use music.
That's what it comes down to. And whether you're willing to admit it or not, or whatever,
Yes.
it's your desire to self-express.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? An expression of everything you've experienced, you've gone through, you've overcame, things that you've cried about, to express them, for people to feel them. It's fine. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's your desire. And do it in whichever way you want to. Do it in whichever way you want to. There's so many ways to do it.
Oh yeah, there's many ways to express your feeling. It doesn't even have to be music.
You're yourself.
Don't have to
You know
be
what I'm saying?
poetry.
Yeah,
It could be
There's
jokes.
so many ways to do it. Do it the way you
It could be
find
writing.
fit.
It could
You know what I'm
even
saying?
be you taking math numbers and creating
I
equations.
I spent almost my entire life hiding my trauma, my pain from people, because I was taught growing up that's how you have to be a man. So you take all of your dark shit that happened to you in your life and you put it in a vault, you shut it off, and you go through life and you don't share anything with anybody. It's the stoic way, right? But you know, that just doesn't lead to anything good. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hold those burdens by yourself, they're gonna suffocate and drown you the fuck up, and you don't want that to happen to you. You want to have people who understand you and who understand your pain and that can go through this journey with you. It makes it better. It makes it better to have people that know you for who you are than to just be completely alone with your thoughts.
And you know, also that by him expressing that self, he grew way much more in life than if he kept it to himself. You know, and that's tough. Like that's bravery in a sense. People who had to confront their pain to other people. I understand that's hard. It's not as easy as stepping on a camera and saying that. Like that's tough.
If you don't love yourself, get to know yourself, and it's
that's
not
one
that
thing,
easy.
Yes.
You got to get to know you.
Yes.
You have to. I had to go on the journey of self-discovery, and it was grueling because I didn't think I was gonna make it through the other side. But I discovered the person I aspired to be, and I worked every day diligently to be that person. And I'm still working on myself. I'm working on the way I speak. I'm working on enunciating my. It's so many things. You envision the person you want to become, and you work your way to becoming that person.
You nailed it right there. First thing you need to do is love yourself.
Yep.
You can't love someone without loving yourself.
Yep.
Like it's
you have to love and
easy
believe
to
in
said,
yourself.
but it's not as easy done. But if two people who love themselves wouldn't understand what that means.
Jonathan Lucas has a great line from his song with Jelly Roll. If you don't believe in yourself, you'll never believe in somebody believing in you.
Mm-hmm. That's another.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's that way. I don't think it's exactly, don't quote me on this, but it's a beautiful line. Because, you know what I'm saying, you have to love yourself.
Though.
To understand how to love somebody else.
Wow. This song right here. See how many emotions that just gravitated, and we're supposed to be talking about this video. And that's just off of the audio we're hearing this.
It doesn't say it says so much without needing to say anything.
Yes, that's
You
what
know
I know.
see?
We like usually we be pointing out like lights and stuff here, but it's like
we just don't need
this,
for
we don't even need the visual.
Holy
right?
shit, I'm about to cry.
Put the audio and
Whoa.
you can hear it.
Whoa.
And you're just like, wow, this song is saying a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
It paints the picture for you. In other words, like, if I were to close my eye and listen to this song, I would have a whole different visual of different things. Your own imagination, pretty much, could take over.
Listen, I know a lot of you out there watching this are probably going through your own journey, and keep up the good fight. And I promise you, in the beginning, you won't love yourself so much, but when you're at the end of it, you will learn to love who you are. And if not, you'll fix the things about you that make you not love yourself. All right, keep on the good fight. There's solidarity in this, and I'm with you because I had to go through it too.
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
One
And
thing I have to also say: learn why you like certain things and why you don't like certain things. Ask yourself those questions. And then those questions can help you figure out how to navigate around the world, in a sense, for you. Because that's one thing a lot of people don't do is ask themselves, why do I think this way? Why do I like this thing? Because once you have an understanding who you are, then you can start learning how to love yourself. Because you only pretty much have one body and one mind, in a sense. Your parents will love you, but end of the day, you have to love yourself.
And I've been there.
I have been there too.
I've been there.
I have been there. It's a long time ago, but you have to figure like these things. Like, I understand how society shows the world. Like, people are supposed to be this way. You're supposed to look at it this way, but end of the day, everyone is unique. And
every circumstance varies. That's why, yes.
Everybody has
varies,
a gift.
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone has the ability that they could use to change.
Some people have lost others. I've lost one of my best friends. And you move on. You know what I'm saying? You envision the future where you and that person were together and you were conquering things together. But that's not the future. That's happening right now. They're not
see,
there.
that's the other thing I don't think is cool. It's unfair that you put all your weight on someone else.
It's not that you put your weight on somebody else.
Well,
hypothetically, if two people are grinding together, if
yes.
we have a dream, we're grinding together. It's me and you, and we're together. You know what I'm saying? And one person drops dead.
That's sad. That's true.
And then now you have to carry on the mantle with that burden. It becomes even harder now that you're by yourself. So more weight is on your shoulders, and now you're grieving the person that was riding with you.
You ever heard of something living for someone else?
Yeah.
So, like, in a sense,
yeah, a lot of people don't live for themselves.
Some people live for somebody else, but they don't live for themselves. So, let's say that person you live for disappears or check out. Now, what is the person is going to do if you only live for that person?
A lot of people, somebody it loves you and shows you kindness, and maybe a lot of other people don't. And you tend to live for that person because that person is the reason you wake up.
Yes.
And it's fine to love that person.
But
that person would be happier if you loved yourself as well.
Yes. Because that love, if you love yourself, that love for that person would be even greater than the love that you were just pointing towards that person, but not to yourself.
I don't mean to drag this on because this video is getting
we
long.
might have to cut this segment.
No, let's just go.
We're gonna
just go. Yes.
All right.
We have to finish.
We
have to see it through. We have to see it through.
These emotions that we're reacting.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not.
Wow.
This whole song.
The lyrics just keep... Wow. We gotta go back.
Oh, damn, I got cut off like that. Jeez.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back. There was so much said that was crazy. And... Hold on. We're gonna go through it.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut.
Well, I don't think you could even take off the ground if your wings are cut. But
That's
it's
the
a
point
metaphor. It's a metaphor.
It's the point of it.
Yeah.
When people are dragging you down.
Yes. Yes. If you get
Some people aspire to be great, but the people in their circle that's supposed to help them are dragging them down.
or hate because of jealousy, or fear of change.
Oh, hold on. What else he said?
Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts.
Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. The entire ocean came from tear ducts.
Yeah, you mean he just been crying? No stop that salt. Yeah, he created the ocean pretty much. And the empty cup, if he's drinking and he's thirsty, he's never getting his thirst is never quenched. In a sense.
Yep. Yep.
Or in a case, another example, you throw stuff at the wall, creativity, and no one seems to notice, and yet you're burning to be noticed, but it hurts. Well, the problem is a lot of people like to chase the glory of things and doesn't realize
Music is powerful. You have to understand. It's powerful.
also music takes time to make.
Yes.
That is the hardest thing that is unfathomable that most people don't realize. The song that you heard from Ren, we don't know how long he sat there and wrote the song. We haven't had how long he sat there and tweak, picks, produce, recording.
Yeah,
It is time.
Sitting there writing it and experiencing, kind of like being in that feeling of
Yes.
how almost similar to how you were when you experienced that pain again, and writing something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot.
Burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
He sees the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
Double Dutch.
Double Dutch. Fibonacci.
Yes. It's an equation. There's a number. I think it's between it's either by 6 or 3s. It's a whole.
Fibonacci sequences.
Yeah, it's an actual number,
Okay.
which can be used to make an instrumental sound.
So
Music.
Ren sees the
count.
world like that sequence, like this in numbers.
Sequence of numbers.
A sequence of numbers. Shit.
He just blew his brain. Just thinking
It's,
about it.
shit.
But he's seeing that. In other words, he sees the world in numbers, and while other people could see the world as it is, and then there's he sees the world differently. In other words, now double Dutch is when you play that game. What is it? A rope? Double Dutch.
Ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
Or is it must be a slang for something?
Yeah.
Because I remember the kid game double dutching when you just jump into a bit of ropes and you just double dutching.
Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
Oh, so he's seen it.
Double.
What? Multiple versions of this? Ay, ay, ay.
Ouch. Let's continue.
What is the equation to that?
No, please,
in there.
please, no, save
In
yourself.
the comment.
We're about to get roasted. Save yourself.
Save myself?
Yes. Let's go.
I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that.
He tried to cut his pain.
Let's first pay respect to the person that Ren has lost through the cement. Let's just one moment of silence for that. This is personal to Ren. Ren has lost somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I know it. I had a feeling that he probably lost somebody. It's tough. A long time ago, one of my cousins that I didn't know too well, kind of deleted himself, took himself out of the world, and it was a whole thing. It was so abrupt because 1 minute you think this person has a thriving career and they're going somewhere, and you think everything's fine because you don't always get the signs right, and out of nowhere you hear so-and-so did this, and it's like it hits you like a freight train, like you didn't see it coming. You just don't see, you never see it coming. And Johnny Lucas also has a great song about this too. It's called "I'm Sorry." Check that one out. It plays both sides, but the focus is on this, and I'm sorry for your loss, man. My condolences. Let's continue.
Sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible.
I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. Because I'm not the same.
Yes.
Something in me has changed. There is a position in my life and a role you fulfilled in my life that brought joy, and then now it's no longer there.
Yes.
There's a void. R.I.P.
Miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling.
I miss thinking that we were indestructible.
Wow.
Remember what I told you about you having somebody that you believe you're gonna conquer the world with, and you don't think nothing can stop you. We are unstoppable. We will climb, but no. Sometimes it doesn't always go like that. You know what I'm saying? And you find yourself alone, and you're trying to convince yourself that you have to carry this legacy because we were doing this, and you existed to me, and I don't know if you're gonna exist to other people in the same way, because they say you die twice. When you meet your physical death, and when people cease to mention your name or talk about you. You know?
Damn. See, this song definitely hits you hard.
Let's go.
Thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a...
He was late. He was late like a jerk. He was late like a jerk. He blames himself because
he was late.
No, it's not your fault, bro. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I don't think it's his fault in the situation.
No, we don't even know the particulars. We
Don't
don't need to know, but it's not your fault.
Well, I think it's because he felt, was it remorse with guilt? he felt that he could have stopped it somehow if he was there.
That's all I can speak to because
Yeah, because I don't know the full context of this.
Well,
I know this is a song. I'm sorry for his loss, and he is expressing his pain to the world, and we're honoring it by just reviewing.
It's demanding the world of you to keep moving forward without that person.
But
I understand.
in his own way, it's also he's probably immortalizing that person by moving forward. Because if their goal was to make it together, and one person,
we don't know the particulars of.
We don't know
what kind of relationship they had.
Yes.
We don't know.
We don't know. But it's
trust me, but it's not yourself.
Yeah.
And the best you can do is.
We appreciate
carry on, man. Carry on and keep that person in your memory and keep making beautiful music. You know
we enjoyed your music and the situation. They also would be glad that you're continuing doing this, expressing your words to the world, and because this is a touching song. I like this song.
All right, let's continue.
Yes, let's continue.
The way to break from the hurt, your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
This man was in the booth pouring his heart and his fucking soul into that song. And you can hear him crying. NF has a similar song where he's talking about his mom kind of loving drugs over him and his siblings. And he cries. It's the same feeling, that gut-wrenching cry that T works. There's nothing more that I can say.
Like I say, we will say it again, but I don't want to say it at this moment. But this song was amazing. Even without the visual,
there was visuals. The visuals were perfect.
The visual is dope.
No, it was perfect. The visual was perfect. It was animatedly. You could,
but I feel like the song itself, the instrumental, the words that was said in the song took the show.
I'm frustrated because I want to say so much, but I have to hold myself back because it just makes me feel a lot of things that I wish to express, but this video would just be too long, So I'll say that it was a beautiful, beautiful song, and this is now one of my top 5 best Ren songs ever. And with that said, do you have anything to add? Thank you for recommending this.
We appreciate it.
This touched me and is making my brain overflow right now. I'm experiencing so much emotions and it's preventing me from actually talking properly. So, and I'm just gonna end it and say like and subscribe for more of this and keep recommending me more stuff like this.
Random.
So Random.
Out.
Yeah, have a great day and may God bless you. And stay strong out there. Stay strong.
Yeah, keep on.
It gets rough. It gets rough. Anything can happen. And those of you who have people by you, cherish them. Cherish them. Don't waste your moments fighting about stupid shit. Just cherish them. I'm not saying everything is stupid. Some things you have to fight about, but always find a solution. Have a good one, man. So we out.
We out.